What if our cities could be built from forests instead of concrete jungles? Sweden is pioneering this vision of the future, with the world's largest wooden city under construction. Welcome to the Timber Revolution. Stockholm Wood City is an urban development project on the cutting edge of sustainability. Breaking ground in 2025 in the Sickla district, this new city will transform over 60 acres into a thriving, eco-friendly community using renewable wood as the primary building material. In this video, we'll explore how Sweden is redefining green city planning with Stockholm Wood City. From construction phases to creative architecture, you'll see an urban future aligned with nature itself. How can timber help build responsible cities? Subscribe to Tech Blazer to get along. Sweden has long been on the cutting edge of environmental sustainability, with ambitious goals to combat climate change through clean energy, reduced emissions, and eco-conscious infrastructure. Building Stockholm Wood City is Sweden's latest innovation to create truly sustainable urban environments. The extensive use of timber construction will minimize the carbon emissions associated with conventional building materials like concrete and steel. Experts estimate that using wood instead of conventional materials can reduce a building's carbon footprint by 20 to 30%. For a development the size of Stockholm Wood City, that's a massive reduction in emissions and environmental impact. Beyond that, timber stores carbon and offsets CO2 over its lifetime, while steel and concrete have large carbon footprints. Constructing a future-focused city primarily through renewable wood products aligns with Sweden's commitment to sustainability. But choosing wood over concrete and steel does more than just reduce environmental impacts. It also comes with benefits in terms of urban design, human health, and structural integrity. First, wood has aesthetic qualities that create natural, inviting spaces. The visual warmth and variety of timber construction lend well to organic architecture and designs tailored to human senses. Stockholm Wood City promises to have a look and feel distinct from cold concrete jungles. Second, timber construction can be executed more efficiently, with faster assembly times and less disruption. With modular wood components, buildings can be manufactured off-site, then rapidly assembled on location. This also reduces noise, dust, and emissions from heavy machinery compared to conventional techniques. Third, human health and wellness get a boost from wood's natural properties. Studies show that visual exposure to organic materials like wood surfaces lowers stress, improves concentration ability, and enhances air quality through regulating humidity. Stockholm citizens will literally breathe easier in the wooden city. Fourth and finally, wood has unique structural properties that make it ideal for large-scale construction. Wood is highly resilient and earthquake-resistant due to its flexibility and strength-to-weight ratio. Engineered timber products allow building taller structures while meeting fire safety standards. Stockholm Wood City will meet Sweden's stringent construction regulations. Enjoying the video? Hit the subscribe button. The creative minds behind Stockholm Wood City's innovative design are some of Sweden's leading architecture firms. White Architecture, one of Scandinavia's largest firms, serves as the lead urban planner and local architect. They bring crucial expertise in integrating the new wooden city into Greater Stockholm's existing identity and infrastructure. Rounding out the team, Swedish landscape architects Berg CF Muller will develop Stockholm Wood City's parks, green spaces, and public areas. Their ethos embraces nature, and they will ensure the city's shared spaces tie into ecological design. This all-Swedish dream team of architects will make Stockholm Wood City a showpiece of Scandinavian design in harmony with nature. Don't forget to subscribe to Tech Blazer. This all-Swedish dream team of architects will make Stockholm Wood City a showpiece of Scandinavian design, blended seamlessly into the natural world. Their portfolio of past projects shows a flair for sustainability and human-centric spaces. The master plan for Stockholm Wood City divides the development into defined zones with different purposes and characters. The city will offer a mix of residences, workplaces, services, and amenities. Here's an overview of each zone. At the heart of the development is Sickla Station Square, centered around a commuter train station and existing mall. This will be a vibrant mixed-use hub and gateway to the new city. Homes, offices, shops, and restaurants will make this the lively 24/7 core. The Urbana district will house Stockholm Wood City's residential areas. With approximately 2,000 new homes in low and mid-rise buildings, this zone will support a population of over 5,000 in the completed city. The architecture maximizes harmony with nature. The Planken block will contain the primary office spaces, estimated at 70,000 square meters total. Designed for light and healthy working environments, flexible spaces target technology and creative companies to locate in the new business cluster. Finally, the Kulturkvadranten, or Culture Quadrant, will offer extensive parks, recreational facilities, and event venues. Natural beauty and community come together in shared public spaces for culture, sports, and leisure. This ties the entire project together. Subscribe to TechBlazer for similar content with construction on Stockholm Wood City, ramping up in 2025. Timeline estimates indicate the first phase of buildings will open by 2027. The massive project will then continue growing block by block over the following decade. By the mid-2030s, the world's largest wooden city will fully reshape Sickla into a model of urban sustainability. Phase 1, from 2025 to 2027, will see the foundational infrastructure plus the first office buildings and homes ready for occupancy. These pioneering locations will kickstart a vibrant community. Phase 2, from 2028 to 2030, expands housing options and adds more workspaces to attract businesses and residents. The downtown area increases density and services. Phase 3, from 2031 to 2033, largely focuses on completing the expansive residential districts as well as hotels, shops, and amenities. This phase scales up the population. Finally, Phase 4, from 2034 to 2036, finishes any remaining buildings and puts the final touches on Stockholm Wood City as it reaches total completion. Once the project reaches completion in the mid-2030s, the impact of constructing an entire city primarily through timber will be tremendous. Stockholm Wood City represents a watershed moment for sustainable urban development and the future of the global construction industry. Here are 4 revolutionary outcomes from realizing Stockholm's wooden city that will shape the future. First, Stockholm Wood City will massively reduce carbon emissions compared to conventional building practices. This project proves prioritizing planet and climate in construction. Second, citizens will be healthier and happier living in natural, beautiful spaces. Our lifestyles improve when surrounded by eco-design. Third, as Stockholm inspires cities worldwide, timber construction will gain momentum. Building codes will be pushed to permit taller wooden buildings. Finally, Sweden will solidify its global leadership in sustainability and innovation. Stockholm Wood City reflects its progressive spirit. With these revolutionary outcomes, Stockholm Wood City will demonstrate that the cities of the future should be built from one of humanity's oldest renewable resources, wood. The project echoes humankind's roots in nature while creating a template for the sustainable metropolis we need. Beyond Sweden, momentum for timber construction is accelerating worldwide. Let's look now at a few other major timber projects pioneering the wooden cities of the 21st century. Over in British Columbia, Canada, the University of Toronto is constructing a stunning 12-story timber structure called Tallwood House to serve as student housing. This huge project demonstrates the feasibility and benefits of using wood for large institutional buildings. With revolutionary potential, Stockholm Wood City proves that urban environments can be designed in harmony with nature. This timber metropolis will benefit citizens through its organic, aesthetic, and human-centric spaces while massively reducing carbon emissions. Sweden is boldly leading by example, providing hope for sustainable development worldwide. As more cities adopt progressive codes and embrace mass timber construction, we can envision a future where living green is mainstream. Sweden's massive wooden city inspires optimism for how humanity can build responsible, eco-conscious communities. Through Stockholm Wood City's success, the seeds have been planted for a worldwide renaissance in wooden architecture. Do subscribe to TechBlazer. Thanks for watching.